So this video is a response to the music theory and white supremacy video that Adam Neely did a little while ago. I think it was like a year or two ago. Adam Neely is talking about in his video how even music theory comes from this white racial lens. I would argue that even African dance now is primarily interacted with in the United States through this white racial lens. I'm a white person who's part of the West African drumming and dancing community in Northern California. The specific racism that we have in our community is a lot different from the overt white supremacy of Heinrich Schenker, who talks about in his video. I would say that we're much more along the lines of the white supremacist adjacent people that Phil Ewell talks about in that video. The white supremacy that I see the most in my community is focused more towards African Americans than it is Africans. There's this very interesting kind of hypocrisy where white folks, we tend to fetishize or put on a pedestal the African teachers that we have. At the same time, subtly disrespecting, or many times even directly disrespecting, or demonstrating a lack of respect towards the African American folks in our communities. Many times when I'm talking to my friends, I'll hear opinions and blatant intolerance towards the perspectives of African Americans and the experiences that they're having inside of Black music. There's a couple examples that I can point you to of Black women, Black African American women, speaking on the experiences of racism that they've had on the dance floor in different places. After that, watching those things, getting reactions from my white friends that are questioning or demeaning or not demonstrating respect towards those experiences. I watched this really beautiful video that I'm going to link to down below called The Whitening of African Dance, which describes basically the historical context for how African dance arrived in the United States. In the 90s and 2000s, it was more often than not an art form that African Americans and other Black folks participated in. Slowly over the years, it's become whitened. That is to say, more white people are participating in it and co-opting it and making it their own thing. We, as white folks, have work to do around first recognizing how our whiteness is impacting our relationship to this music. In many cases, our ability even to study it all, and to certainly monetize it and make money off of it and turn it into YouTube channels, for example, of us showing our knowledge in very public ways in an effort to monetize them. Even all of these things are pieces of white supremacy in action, simply the opportunity to do that without a second reflection as to why we're doing it or the way in which we're doing it. Another piece of this is demonstrating knowledge and teaching knowledge without giving respect back to the places where it came from, without giving respect to our teachers. I really highly recommend that you check out the Music Theory and White Supremacy video by Adam Neely, because it's amazing. And I really recommend that you check out the Whitening of African Dance video, because it's also amazing too if you're a participant, particularly a white participant in Black art forms. Okay, with that, I'll let you go. Take care. Have a good day.